What is up, everyone? Welcome back to 99 Ontario League One's weekly recap and preview series, breaking down the biggest games and also giving you interviews with our players and coaches. Week 15 is in the books, and there's tons to go over. So without further delay, let's send it over to our social media team.
It was a clash of opposite fortunes on Sunday at Vaughan Grove as the red-hot Woodbridge Strikers, just inches away from becoming League 1 champions, faced local rivals Vaughan and Surrey for a classic Highway 400 showdown. Despite the difference in the standings, both teams came up with intensity, and the strong crowd in the attendance was treated to a spirited match. The first half was very contested, with both sides exchanging chances but unable to break the deadlock. The game's breakthrough came in the 57th minute through a moment of individual brilliance. Joseph Finney stunned everyone with an Olympic goal, curling the ball directly in from the corner kick to give the home team a 1-0 lead. Vaughan tried to respond, but they were soon caught out on the counter. It was the 75th minute when substitute Anthony Morano made an impact, finishing off a swift break to double the Strikers' lead. Vaughan pushed numbers forward in search of a lifeline, but Woodbridge's backline stood firm, something that has defined their season so far. With just minutes to go, Morano sealed the result in style. A cross from the right found him inside the box, and the forward made no mistake, slotting home his second of the match to secure the 3-0 victory. With this win, Woodbridge continues their dominance in the league, while Vaughan will look to regroup ahead of their upcoming rematches. These sides are not done yet. The fans can mark August 3rd and August 6th on their calendars as Woodbridge travels to North Maple Field for two more high-stakes encounters, including a League 1 Cup semi-final that promises plenty of drama.
All right, thank you guys. And to add on, we had a bunch of our playoff matches wrapped up, but before that, League 1 Ontario had its first finals of the season last night. That is right, the Women's League 1 Cup finals took place last night as the North Toronto Nitros took on Alliance United. Going into the match, it was looking as the Nitros would be the favorites, seeing them battling for top spot in the Women's Premier Division, while Alliance is sitting tied at the bottom but still had a chance to stay up. The match started with a flurry as North Toronto's star player Ashley Campbell opened the scoring in the 4th minute, but Alliance quickly answered back in the 18th through Julia Christoval. The game remained locked at 1 apiece until the 32nd minute, where Talia Walker found the back of the net, putting her team up 2-1, and saw that score hold going into half. Both teams made a substitution each at half, but quickly into the second, it was North Toronto getting the third through the inevitable Ashley Campbell getting her brace in the 49th minute. And after 13 minutes, Talia decided to join her, scoring her own brace in the 62nd. Up 4-1, Alliance made a couple substitutions, hoping for anything. But as the 5th goal went through Elise Bell, that was all she wrote, and in convincing fashion, the North Toronto Nitros are your Women's League 1 Cup champions. Congratulations on an amazing run. Please check out our Instagram at League 1 Ontario to see all the photos from the match and check out the full match with the link below. On to the rest of the finals. We have 4 slated for this weekend, with the first being tomorrow for the Men's League 2 finals. Cambridge United booked their way to the finals, getting past Burlington 1-0, where Christian Ferrara was the lone scorer. Vaughan and St. Catharines played quite comfortably, the most thrilling match for any game this calendar year for League 1 Ontario. The game started seeing a missed penalty in the 14th by Michael Campoli of Vaughan, only for Justin Santos to give them the lead in the 23rd. But by the 52nd minute, St. Catharines was leading 3-1, but Vaughan knocked one back a minute later, seeing the score settle at 3-2. But this is only the start of the drama, as in the 79th minute, Vaughan Azzurri's Adriano Ianello received a second yellow, resulting in a red and being sent off. But in the 90th, we saw 3 more red cards given out as both teams came together after a corner kick was swung in. Both Mikhail Lysenko and Michael Campoli of Vaughan Azzurri were sent off, and goalkeeper Nolan Friel of St. Catharines followed. From this incident, a penalty was awarded for Vaughan as Nolan swiped the legs of Michael Campoli during the play, which resulted in the fight, and from that, Francesco Panetta converted, tying the game at 3 apiece, and it was only fitting this wild match being decided via penalties. And the winner going to face Cambridge is St. Catherine's Roma, knocking off the reigning champs and converting all 5 of their penalties, with Vaughan only missing 1. Their finals will be happening tomorrow, August 1st at 8 p.m. at the Zanchin Automotive Center. Now for the U20 leagues, both the women's and men's finals will take place Saturday, August 2nd. The women's semis saw Woodbridge put on a show, beating Hamilton United 5-0. The next semis saw a much tighter match played out between North Toronto Nitros and Burlington SC, where the latter took the lead in the first, but North Toronto would answer back and ultimately take the lead by the 83rd minute, which they would hold, winning 2-1, booking their ticket to the final, which would also be the early match for Saturday at 3:30 p.m. Now for the men's U20 side, Vaughan and Woodbridge did their best to copy suit from the League 2 match, where there were missed and converted penalties plus 2 red cards. The drama unfolded in the 78th, where Vaughan was awarded a penalty which was unconverted by Jack Hyemes and would quickly bite them in the back, as Woodbridge's Gianluca Vacchiarelli would score a brace in 5 minutes, scoring in the 85th and 90th, putting the strikers up 4-2. As the drama continued, Vaughan's Lauren Kenmo pulled one back in the 93rd, giving them hope, but as tensions increased after coming together from both Oliad Tesfaye and Stephen Reina, they were both sent off, with the game then ending, seeing Woodbridge win 4-3 and taking the last spot in the finals against North Toronto. The second final follows at 7 p.m. Finally, the Women's League 2 finals will be Sunday, August 3rd, where the first team to book their spot was Waterloo United, who comfortably saw past the Lions 4-0, who was led by Amaris McMuller, who scored a brace. And then it was the Woodbridge Strikers who took the last spot, as they won a close match against Railway City FC by a score of 2-1. And with that, just a quick note that for the League 2 finals, any B teams that win can choose to stay in League 2, where the 2 highest ranked A teams would face off to see who would get promoted. Cambridge on the men's side is the only A team participating in the finals, so if they win, they will get the automatic promotion to the League 1 Championship Division. Now, before we move on to next week's preview, if you are enjoying the video, hit the like button down below, consider subscribing if you are loving it, and turn on the bell to get notified of when your favorite team's games get uploaded. Additionally, download the League 1 Canada app to stay up to date with breaking news, live scores, and standings, not just for League 1 Ontario, but all provincial leagues from coast to coast. With that being said, let's send it over to Carlisle Fazette for the Match of the Week preview.
Andrew, thanks for taking time today to chat with us. Coming off a semifinal victory, an eventful one. I was just going off the box score. 6 goals, penalties, red cards. Why don't we just start with what must have been a roller coaster of emotions for yourself and your squad?
It was an absolute thriller. We knew that we were going to have to try to dig in, make it as difficult as possible for Vaughan. Yeah, simply put, we stuck to our game plan. We tried to get 11 guys behind the ball, frustrate them, and we do have a lot of quality in our attack, so we knew that we were going to get a few chances, and we were able to capitalize on a few of them. And my whole back line played incredible, goalkeeping as well, and yeah, it was enough to get over the line.
Looking ahead to Friday night, I don't know if it matches up with expectations coming in for, it's a League 2 side going against an A squad for a championship, essentially. In terms of your preparation, where do you feel like this squad has maybe in terms of chemistry and building toward this moment when you've got one match with it all on the line?
This group of players that I got this year, they really are one very tight unit. They're all a lot of good friends off the field, and that definitely helps our play on the field. They're one group of brothers. We defend as a unit. They enjoy being around each other. They enjoy those little victories throughout a game. And so it's the boys collectively as a group, they're hard to beat because they really stand up for each other.
All right, Andrew, best of luck on Friday night. I hope it's a fun one for you.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having me.
John, thanks for being with us in the in-between days between your semifinal victory and Friday's final. First of all, maybe just walk us through Tuesday night's performance, getting the result, and getting into the final.
Yeah, it was a great game, actually. Both sides performed really well. It was we had quite the crowd there, which was great. So for a neutral watching the spectators, it was a really good game. It was a tight game. Only one goal in it. Both teams had opportunities outside of that. Tactically, as a coach, it was interesting to participate in. It was a cagey game at times, We had the strategy, which was obvious they did as well. So yeah, it was really enjoyable, and we came out on the positive side of the outcome. So for us being at home, it was really good for everybody involved.
We've had a few conversations this season, and this is pretty much where you envisioned your squad wanting. This was the goal, to be in this position, a chance to win and get promoted here. What is the message to the squad then as we get to this whole season coming down to Friday night?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, it's something we talk about all the while, that this, the journey has to have a goal. And our goal had to be, to be in that final game to give ourselves the best chance to win and gain that promotion. So really, it's great to be now at that point. So literally about 10 days ago, we just sat down as a group, had a meeting, players and staff, and said, look, here's the journey we've been on, here's where we're at. It's quite incredible, really, in the sense that as a new license holder, we're a new group. We've been together since January, and the thing that we're most proud of is the fact that as a group, it's really gelled together well, which has been incredible in a short space of time, and so we have to remind ourselves of that. So the message was clear: hey, everything that's gone before will be irrelevant if we don't get ourselves into that position of having a chance to win. And the message is simple: look, we've got ourselves here now, and it's going to take everything we've got against a squad that's proved that they're more than capable. They're there as well on merit. So it's going to take everything that we have, both mentally and physically, to overcome and take that last step. So we have to be ready, and that's where we're at.
John, should be fun on Friday. We're all looking forward to it, and best of luck.
Thank you so much, and thanks for giving us the chance to speak, and it's great to see you.
All right, thank you, Carlisle and coaches, for the interview. And with that, that is all we have for this week. Thank you for watching. Please be sure to check out next week's video to see how all the finals matches played out, and we'll leave you with a little sneak preview of the Women's League 2 finals.